Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. We are here because we want to prepare for SAT. We have been solving SAT math problems out of this book here, the official SAT study guide. If you do not own this book already, purchase one immediately. You're going to need it. The problem that we are about to solve is the one that you will find on page number 785. Please turn to it, page 785, and today is our lesson number 96. Let's take a look at it. This section has 20 questions and they are all of the same type. They are all only one type, multiple choice questions, and therefore there is only one scale of difficulty going from 1 through 20. And since there are 20 of them, the first 1/3, the first 6 or 7 are easy, the middle 6 or 7 are going to be medium, and the last 6 or 7 are going to be hard. The problem that we are about to do is 1 on a scale of 1 through 20. It's a very straightforward, very simple problem. We are told that k is a positive integer and it's divisible by 3. It's divisible by 3, and we are also told that it is less than 60. Question simply is, what is the greatest possible value of k? Well, the greatest possible value of k, given the fact that k is divisible by 3, well, we know 60 is divisible by 3, so if we take 3 away from 60, this is the largest number that you're going to have, which is divisible by 3. That's all. Also, notice the fact that 57, the sum of the digits is 5 plus 7 is 12, and as long as the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, the number itself is divisible by 3. And 57 is divisible by 3, and none of the others are. None of the others, the sum of the digits of none of the other answer choices will be divisible by 3. Only 57 is the correct answer there. Obviously, because you can't have two answers. Number 2. Now that I'm done explaining so much for number 1, number 2. Number 2, they give us a letter H, and with the two lines of symmetry, vertical and horizontal. I'm not going to put it on the blackboard. Question is, which of the following letter is symmetric with respect to at least two different lines? At least two different lines. The first one, they give you K. K is not symmetric. K is not symmetric to any lines. It is not symmetric anywhere. K doesn't work. L is not going to be symmetric to anywhere. I shouldn't write L like that, because obviously if I write it like this, L is not symmetric because it doesn't work anywhere. L is not symmetric. M. What about letter M? M is symmetric, but only vertically. Letter M is symmetric vertically, but no other way. You can't draw any other line where it will be symmetric. Neither horizontal. It doesn't work. Y. What about Y? M was symmetric vertically, and so is Y. Y is symmetric vertically. If you draw a vertical line there, it will have a mirror image. We're looking for something that is symmetric to at least two lines, and then that will be the letter X. Letter X is symmetric to horizontal line and to vertical line. That's all. Sometimes I wonder how much I should explain in these first two questions. They're too silly. Number 3. Bobby receives $2 for each chore he does during the week. Alright. Plus a weekly allowance of $10. So he gets a weekly allowance. We are on the next page, page 786. Number 3. So he gets a weekly allowance of $10 plus he gets $2 for each chore he does. So if he does one chore, he gets 1 times 2. If he does 2 chores, he gets 2 times 2. If he gets 5 chores, he does 5 times 2 plus the $10. If he does 17 chores, he gets 17 times 2. And if he does n chores, he'll get n times 2. And that's the amount that he will get. The answer is, which of the following expression represents the total amount of money that he receives for the week for having done n chores? For having done n chores, he will receive this much money. $10, that is his base allowance, base salary if you like, and then times 2 times n, where n is the number of chores. If he does 20 chores that week, he will get $50 from his parents, because if he does 20 chores, 20 times 2 is 40, so he gets $40 for doing the 20 chores, plus the $10 that he gets automatically. That's it. The answer is D. Number 4. In number 4, we are given two pictures here. One goes like this, and the other one goes like this. No, I messed it up. I should not have. It's like this. Alright. The smaller squares in picture A and picture B are all of the same size. So here's our picture A, and here's our picture B. And picture B looks like this. We have 3 of them, and then we have one sticking out this way, another one sticking out this way. This is our picture B. And the smaller square are all the same size, we are told. If the area of the picture is 26 square meters, so area of this guy is 26. How many are there? Well, let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. There are 13 of them. So 13 boxes. 13 boxes equal 26 square centimeter or square inches, whatever that is. The unit doesn't matter. Whether it's square centimeter or square inches or square yards or square meter or square kilometers, makes no difference. Square units. There you go. If 13 of them are 26 square centimeter, then one must be, that implies that one box must be 2 square centimeter. Again, I think I'm doing it again. I'm explaining too much here. The question simply is, what's the area of B? B has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 boxes. Since each of them, one box equals 2, 8 of them will be times 2, 16 square centimeter. The answer is 16 square centimeter, which is letter choice C. Number 5. Number 5. The only reason most people who end up making mistake on the first 6 question is carelessness. That's the only reason you will get it wrong, not because they are difficult. And carelessness is not something you can afford in the exam. It's one thing to make a mistake on the hard question. It's an entirely different thing to make a mistake on the easy one. So take your time and make sure you do them right. Number 5. Number 5. According to the graph above, which salesperson has the greatest increase in the number of units sold from 98 to 99? We're looking for the greatest increase. Greatest increase. That's the word that they use, increase. They did not say greatest change. They said the word that they used was greatest increase. Albert Albert, as you can see there, if you look at the picture, I'm not going to reproduce the picture there. If you look at the picture there, he had a sales of, you have to have the book in front of you, you have to have the page number in front of you, 786. Look at the graph there. You can see that Albert sold 300 units in 98. And in 99, it doesn't matter how many units he sold in 99. Why doesn't it matter? Because it doesn't matter, because whatever the hell he sold is less than 300. So he had no increase. He in fact had a decrease. So L does not count. Let's look at Patel. Oh man, these people are getting very clever, aren't they? They have to be very PC, politically correct. They want to include everybody. The Chinese guy, the Indian guy, and some European names. They want to include everybody. I'm surprised they left out a Hispanic name. Okay, Mr. Patel. He was, if you look at the graph carefully, he looks like he was around 225 and he went up to 250. He went from 225 to 250, approximately. So it's approximately 25. Alright. What about Mr. Smith? Again, we don't have to worry about Smith because Smith actually went down. So it doesn't matter what the difference is. It is a decrease. We're looking for the greatest increase. And finally we have Mr. Wang. And that is if you look carefully, he goes from 250 to 300. He goes from 250 to 300. There's an increase of about 50. Since 50 is already more than 25, that rules out Patel. Patel is out of the game. Now let's go back to Mr. Goldberg and number B, answer choice B, and it looks like he goes from 150 to 250. 150 to 250. That's an increase of 100. Mr. Goldberg wins. The answer is B. B as in boy. That's it. That's all it is. Like I said, it's just a matter of taking your time. These are not difficult. Just take your time and make sure you don't end up making a silly mistake. They're not looking for the greatest change. They're looking for the greatest increase. Now, if they were asking for the greatest change, what would have been the answer? In case of greatest change, the answer would have been Albert. Because Albert goes from all the way from 300 to 150. From 300 to 150, that's a change of 150. But it's a drop of 150. This guy, Mr. Goldberg, has an increase of 100. We're looking for the person with the greatest increase. Number 6. Number 6. If the average of 6, 6, 12, and 16 and x, average of 6, 6, 12, 16, and x is equal to x. So the average of these quantities, we are told, equals x. The question simply is, what is this mystery number? Well, let's find out, shall we? How do we find the average of a whole bunch of numbers? Well, it's very simple. We add them up and we divide by however many we have, which is precisely what we'll do here. So let's add them up. So we have 6 plus 6, 6 plus 6 plus 12 plus 16 plus x. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 of them. And that average, whatever that is, equals x. We just have to solve this simple linear equation for x. That's all. Multiply both sides by 5. In other words, cross multiply, and you will find that 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 12 is 24. 24 plus 16. How much is that? 24 plus 16. How the hell do I know? I know 24 plus 6 is 30. Therefore, 24 plus 16 must be 40. Not must have been. It still is. Must be 40. 40 plus x, we are told, is 5 times x, which is 5x. Subtract x from both sides and we find that 40 equals 4x. Divide both sides by 4 and x equals 10. Voila. That's all. That's all there is. And it only takes a few seconds, only takes 5 seconds to actually verify the answer, because we already know these 4 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 numbers we already know add up to 40. And what we are claiming is that the missing number is 10. Well, in that case, all of these 5 numbers will add up to 50. And 50 divided by 5 is 10. Exactly, you see? The average of these 5 numbers, if we replace x by 10, then the average of these 5 numbers is in fact 10. Is in fact 10. Of course, the average of 5 numbers whose sum happens to be 50 would be 10. I will see you tomorrow when we'll continue our journey. We'll keep on going until we get to the very last exam. Okay? Bye now.